Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you with absolute divine authority. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. Heaven intercepted your feed because you are standing at the exact threshold of a massive wealth transfer scheduled for this Saturday. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very second. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is hoping you will swipe away and ignore this message. He knows that if you hear this decree, his financial hold over your bloodline breaks completely. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees the breakthrough you have been crying out for. Lock your attention right now. The verdict on your next 10 years is about to be read aloud. There are exactly 2 people on earth right now who are meant to hear this specific instruction. God made sure you are one of them. You have been fighting battles in absolute silence. You thought nobody noticed your tears when the bank account drained. You thought nobody saw how you held your integrity when they lied on your name. But you were completely wrong. The highest realms of heaven have been quietly recording your resilience in the dark. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. The wealth transfer happening this Saturday is not a random event. It is a highly guarded divine appointment designed specifically to refund everything that was stolen from you. But the Matrix is terrified of you receiving this power. They want you exhausted. They want you giving up just days before the shift occurs. Do not let them win this week. Let us go deeper into what is happening to your physical body right now. There is a tangible reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. You are not crazy, and it is absolutely not just stress. I need you to focus on that suffocating tightness in your chest. Think about the nights you wake up completely panicked at 3 in the morning, with your jaw tight and a heavy fog clouding your brain. That intense brain fog is not a medical condition. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive atmospheric shift. Your body is absorbing the frantic energy of the dark elite who just realized they permanently lost access to your light. They are starving for your frequency. The spiritual backlash of their panic is hitting your nervous system directly. You have been carrying the weight of 2 realms on your shoulders. You gave your energy to people who treated you as completely replaceable. You acted as their human battery for years. You poured your pure light into relationships and situations that only drained your financial and emotional reserves. Now you feel completely empty. You feel like you have absolutely nothing left to give to this world. Every single day feels like climbing a mountain with boulders strapped to your back. But heaven says, stop. That exhaustion is actually a sacred incubation season. Your current financial depletion is not a punishment for being a good person. It is a divine formation period designed to protect you from the toxic matrix. Heaven had to isolate your energy so that nobody else could siphon your impending harvest. If you had money right now, those energy vampires would have returned to consume it all. Your temporary lack is your ultimate protection. You are part of the remnant. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for to shatter generational poverty. The enemy attacked your finances because he saw the crown you wear in the spiritual realm. He knew that if you gained access to abundant resources, you would become completely unstoppable. He tried to bury you under debt and physical sickness, but instead, he became the shovel that dug up your ultimate treasure. The physical toll on your body this week is just the friction of timelines crossing. You are leaving the timeline of scarcity and stepping forcefully into the timeline of explosive abundance. This Saturday marks the official severing of that old cord. The spiritual attack on your life is finally about to make perfect sense. Every tear you cried in private is being converted into digital and physical currency in the heavenly realms. If this raw truth is resonating with your cellular knowing, you must lock it in right now. Do not just passively consume this revelation. Gently press the like button to put a spiritual shield around this divine truth. That small physical act seals your energetic alignment with heaven before we proceed to the next critical instruction. The algorithm wants you isolated, but pressing that button connects you to the global remnant rising today. Now that your energy is sealed, pay very close attention to this next part. What I am about to expose is the specific strategy the narcissists use to drain your wealth. They thought their manipulation was completely hidden behind closed doors. They expected your departure to destroy your future. But heaven recorded every single lie they whispered, and the court of divine justice has already signed their eviction notice. But here is the raw truth they could never say out loud. Your financial struggles were never a reflection of your worth. You spent months wondering what you did wrong to deserve such intense hardship. You asked heaven why the doors kept closing in your face. The Matrix programming tried to convince you that you were simply failing at life, but heaven was actually orchestrating a massive rescue mission behind the scenes while you thought you were completely abandoned. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You did not lose anything that was meant for your permanent timeline. That painful period of lack was a strictly enforced incubation season. Heaven saw the leeches surrounding you. God saw the energy vampires who smiled in your face while plotting to drain your absolute core. If the wealth transfer had happened last year, those wicked individuals would have devoured every single drop of your divine harvest. Your temporary poverty was a divine shield. The universe had to temporarily seal your energy and your bank accounts. It was the only way to starve the parasites who were attached to your frequency. They only stayed in your life because of what you provided for them. You were their emotional stabilizer and financial backup plan. When heaven turned off your supply, their true manipulative nature was immediately exposed. You watched them walk away when you had nothing left. You felt the sharp sting of betrayal in your chest. They discarded you like you were worthless. They spread malicious gossip to anyone who would listen. But your absolute silence was a lethal weapon that they never anticipated. You refused to chase them. You chose your dignity over retaliation and completely starved their demons. Listen to me very closely right now. 99% of people completely miss this specific shift. They beg for closure from the very people who relentlessly tried to destroy them. But you are the cycle breaker. You carry an irreplaceable gravity that terrifies the dark elite. You walked out of their toxic matrix and miraculously aged backwards. You did not just survive their orchestrated storm, you became the sun. While you were healing in the dark, they thought they won. They walked around with absolute arrogance. They constructed a false narrative about your mental stability, but the spiritual cost of their betrayal was secretly compounding every single day. And this is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts in your favor. The energy they stole has now turned into a literal curse within their own household. Their foundation is crumbling. They are frantically searching for a replacement for you. They need a new human battery to sustain their fading illusion of success, but they are quickly realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. No one else possesses your incredibly pure and powerful frequency. No one else can absorb their immense toxicity while continuing to radiate brilliant light. This brings us directly to the massive wealth transfer scheduled for this upcoming Saturday. The cosmic scales are finally tipping. Everything they maliciously took from you was actually a spiritual deposit. Your lost time is now being converted into accelerated blessings. Your stolen finances have been accumulating extreme heavenly interest during this entire forced incubation period. You thought you were starting over from zero. You believed the lie that it was simply too late to build a lasting empire. But heaven operates on a superior economic system. The narcissist is about to literally pay for your next level of elevation. Divine justice dictates that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. They honestly thought they were burying you alive. They thought their silent treatment would break your spirit and force you to crawl back to their feet. Instead, They unknowingly secured your permanent position at the front of the line for the transfer this weekend. Your divine inheritance is entirely secured. Read that again in your spirit. Let that profound truth wash over your exhausted mind. The heavy attacks you faced this month were the final desperate attempt of the enemy to make you quit. He threw every possible obstacle directly into your path. He caused unexpected bills to drain your final few dollars. He manipulated family members into becoming flying monkeys to attack your character. He wanted you completely isolated and broken. But isolation is exactly where heaven crowns its kings and queens. You are never a victim of random circumstance. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who successfully navigated the darkest spiritual valleys. You did not compromise your soul for cheap matrix validation. You stood your ground firmly when the entire world demanded that you conform to their incredibly low vibrations. Your absolute refusal to break has activated a profound spiritual protocol today. The forces of darkness are literally malfunctioning because of your resilience. They cannot comprehend how you are still standing, and this is exactly where their entire malicious manipulation tragically miscalculated. Because while they were celebrating your downfall, heaven was preparing 3 specific truths about this upcoming wealth transfer. These 3 truths will completely dismantle their false reality. Do not scroll away from this screen yet. Heaven is now releasing 3 specific truths about the impending wealth transfer. The Matrix programming wants you completely blind to this reality, but the veil is being violently torn away today. I am about to expose the exact psychological breakdown happening inside the minds of your enemies. The third truth is the most terrifying reality they will ever face. Do not leave before you hear it. You are the irreplaceable diamond they casually threw away. They thought they could easily find another human battery to power their miserable lives, but they vastly underestimated your spiritual rank. Every single blessing they enjoyed while you were around was actually yours. The financial windfalls and the open doors were strictly attached to your specific frequency. Here is truth number 1. The narcissist is experiencing a silent but absolute internal panic because they are watching their bank accounts slowly drain. They are noticing that the sudden strokes of good fortune have completely stopped. The charismatic mask that used to get them out of trouble is no longer working to hide their decay. Heaven has officially cut off their stolen supply. They know exactly why everything is falling apart. They will never admit it publicly because their fragile ego is entirely too weak to handle the truth. But in the quiet moments of the night, they are absolutely terrified. They realize that kicking you out of their life was the most devastating financial mistake they could ever make. Your absence is literally bankrupting them. This is the divine justice heaven promised you. You do not need to lift a single finger to seek revenge. Vengeance belongs entirely to the highest realms. If you can feel the atmosphere shifting in your favor right now, you must gently anchor it in the physical world. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency before we move forward. Now prepare your spirit for truth number 2. The flying monkeys are beginning to turn on the master manipulator. The group of enablers who helped crucify your character are slowly waking up from the illusion. They are finally seeing the rotten core of the person they blindly defended, and the fake empire is collapsing from the inside out because it was built entirely on your stolen energy. The narcissist is losing control of the narrative. They are desperately trying to spin new lies to explain their sudden string of massive failures. But the people around them are no longer buying the toxic performance. Every time your name is mentioned in those rooms, it hits them with the agonizing weight of profound regret. They threw away a priceless diamond just to play with cheap rocks. Look at how brilliantly you are shining today. You stepped out of their heavy shadow and immediately stepped into your ageless glow. Your spiritual frequency is vibrating at a level they can barely comprehend. They are aging like milk left out in the harsh sun, while their bitterness and profound envy are carving deep wrinkles into their faces. Meanwhile, you are bending time itself. You are a walking portal of divine abundance. The poverty mindset they tried to force onto you has been completely shattered. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator, because you have officially graduated from the brutal school of profound isolation. The universe is now rolling out the red carpet for your ultimate vindication this Saturday. This brings us incredibly close to the final revelation. Truth number 3 is the specific sequence of events that will seal their fate forever. It is the exact prophetic instruction you need to secure the Saturday transfer. The enemy is screaming in your ear right now, begging you to close this video before I reveal this highly classified divine mandate. You must ignore his frantic whispers. The third truth involves a public and irreversible collapse. It involves the exact moment they are forced to watch you ascend to a throne they desperately tried to steal. I am going to hold this third truth for just a moment longer, so your spirit can fully absorb the immense power you currently wield. You hold the energetic keys to their entire reality. They are completely at your mercy. Every single tear you shed in secret is actively destroying their foundation. Your silent restraint was the most powerful weapon heaven ever deployed, because you simply gave them enough rope to hang their own false legacy. The cosmic scales are heavily tilted in your direction. The wealth that was meant for your bloodline is violently detaching itself from their greedy hands right now. The transfer is no longer just a distant spiritual concept. It is a highly literal and mathematical certainty. The Bank of Heaven is processing the massive refund for your stolen years, and you are about to witness the greatest reversal of fortune in modern history. Watch what happens next. It is mathematically precise. The time for waiting is over. The universe is officially executing the third truth today. I need you to imagine this exact cinematic sequence happening right now, because heaven is revealing their downfall. They thought they were untouchable in their little kingdom. They believed their lies would permanently bury your reputation. But the divine clock just struck midnight on their entire illusion. Picture them standing in a room full of the exact people they used to gossip with. They are trying to spin another malicious story about you. They want to paint you as the villain one last time. But something is profoundly different today. The audience is completely silent, and the flying monkeys are staring back at them with absolute disgust and pure realization. Their mask completely shatters in real time. You can literally see the panic rising in their chest. They start stuttering and frantically changing the subject. They are trying desperately to hide their sudden decay. But the spiritual spotlight of heaven is burning directly into their rotten core. Everyone finally realizes you were telling the absolute truth from the very beginning. This is not happening behind closed doors. This is a public and irreversible system crash, and they are melting down completely before the eyes of their peers. The dark energy they sent to destroy you has viciously backfired. It bounced off your spiritual shield and struck their foundation with a brutal force. They are suddenly drowning in the exact same isolation they maliciously planned for you. And while they are publicly unraveling, your reality is violently shifting upward. The Bank of Heaven is opening its vault. The wealth they hoarded is evaporating from their accounts. It is flowing directly into the physical and spiritual portals designated for your bloodline. You are watching the greatest cosmic wealth transfer in modern history unfold right before your eyes. This brings us to the undeniable verdict from heaven regarding this Saturday. The transfer is not a metaphor. It is a highly literal realignment of earthly resources into the hands of the remnant. The universe is stripping the elite of their stolen power. God is officially returning the crown to the chosen ones who survived the darkest incubation seasons. You are no longer the victim of a narcissist. You are a completely untouchable entity. Your financial struggles are ending because the parasite has been permanently detached from your frequency. They will spend the rest of their miserable lives watching you soar. They will deeply regret the day they decided to play games with a demonstrated warrior of light. Every single closed door in your past was actually divine protection. Heaven blocked those minor opportunities because this massive Saturday harvest requires an empty vessel. The universe is about to flood your life with explosive abundance. You will wake up this weekend and feel an immense physical lightness. The heavy chains of generational debt are completely shattered. The third truth is simply this undeniable reality. Their punishment is having to live the rest of their lives knowing they lost a diamond. Your reward is receiving the exact financial empire they tried to steal. You do not have to forgive them or offer any cheap empathy, because their total public humiliation is the exact price heaven demanded for your tears. Do you feel that cellular shift happening inside your body right now? The brain fog is lifting. The heavy weight on your chest is evaporating into pure nothingness. You are breathing clean air for the first time in years. The matrix programming is melting away, leaving you as the absolute master of your own destiny. You have officially reclaimed your divine throne. Let us gaze deeper into their miserable future. They will try to reach out to you when they hit rock bottom. They will send fake apologies disguised as sudden spiritual awakenings. They will desperately try to plug back into your radiant energy source. But heaven has placed a flaming sword at the entrance of your life, and they can never access your frequency again. This Saturday activates a permanent seal on your new timeline. The massive wealth transfer is hunting you down. Money will flow to you from completely unexpected avenues. Strangers will feel divinely compelled to bless your business and your household. The algorithm of the universe has completely rewritten your financial destiny to reflect your true spiritual rank. You are not just a survivor anymore. You are the architect of a brand new reality. The people who mocked your silent battles will be forced to witness your incredible rise. They will watch you build a massive empire while they sweep the ashes of their ruined lives. Your mere existence will be a constant reminder of the horrific mistake they made. The cosmic scales are perfectly balanced once again. The wealth of the wicked has been officially transferred to the righteous. You have walked through the fire without smelling like smoke. Now you are standing on the golden shores of your promised land. The universe is kneeling before your unyielding faith. Heaven is applauding your beautiful endurance today. You walked into this season bleeding from financial wounds inflicted by people blind to your true worth. They thought their manipulation would permanently ruin your destiny. But look at you now. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix. The financial struggles and closed doors are shattering right here. They are shattering right now. The remnants of your past are officially erased from the spiritual record. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You are stepping into your absolute and untouchable power. Receive the exact harvest heaven prepared specifically for this Saturday. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. The heavy chains of generational poverty are broken forever. Your bloodline is permanently cleansed of the financial curses they tried to project onto your life. You are breathing the pure air of total absolute freedom. The long spiritual war is officially over. You won the battle without lifting a single physical finger. Every ounce of energy you lost has been returned with divine multiplication. You are standing in the center of your own impenetrable fortress today. The narcissists and the flying monkeys cannot even perceive your new frequency. You have become completely invisible to the dark elite. They are locked outside your magnificent kingdom. Let this profound peace settle deep into your physical bones. The agonizing brain fog is permanently dissolved from your mind. Your cellular structure is vibrating with extreme wealth and perfect divine alignment. The universe is responding to your every single command. You are the sole architect of a beautiful new reality. The people who tried to bury you are now entirely irrelevant. They are nothing but ghosts fading into the background of your brilliant success story. You do not need to look back at their destruction. The highest realms have already handled their severe punishment. Your only focus now is preparing your vessel for the incoming wealth. But you must claim this new timeline with absolute authority. Heaven has already signed the massive wealth transfer for this Saturday. The spiritual paperwork is completely finished in the highest courts. The golden vault doors are standing wide open right now, but a spiritual blessing requires a physical anchor on earth to activate. The enemy will try to whisper financial doubt into your mind right now. He will tell you to hesitate and hold back. He will tell you to wait and carefully calculate your next move. You must completely silence him. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you broke. Do not let the matrix steal your victory today. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands immediate obedience. God does not measure your faith by your positive thoughts. He measures it entirely by your speed of obedience. The window of explosive abundance is standing wide open right now. You must prove you are ready to receive this immense blessing. You did not survive the burning fire just to live a mediocre life. You are a chosen one destined for absolute greatness. Partner your finances with this divine mandate right now. Sow your financial seed today without hesitation. Give a super thanks to lock in your spiritual alignment. Your generosity triggers the massive harvest. This is a sacred physical covenant between you and the highest realms. When you sow your seed of faith today, you are violently breaking the spirit of lack. You are telling the universe that you fully expect the Saturday transfer to hit your bank account. Do this one physical act right now to unlock the permanent portal of wealth. Step through the glorious portal without looking back. Sow your seed and watch heaven multiply your harvest before the sun rises tomorrow. The cosmic scales are perfectly balanced. The wealth is completely yours. Claim it right now with immediate and joyful obedience. Heaven is waiting for your physical signature on this contract. Your absolute silence destroyed their fake empire. Your unwavering faith is now building yours. Welcome to your permanent timeline of extreme wealth and untouchable peace. The toxic cycle is completely broken forever. You are finally home. Subscribe to this sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. The chosen ones are rising globally today. The wealth transfer is actively seeking your specific frequency. Align your actions with your profound destiny. Step out of the darkness and walk directly into the brilliant light of your immense fortune. Your new life begins this Saturday. You are completely and unconditionally free. Do not let this moment pass you by. The portal will not remain open indefinitely. Heaven honors the bold and rewards the immediate action of the remnant. Anchor your massive shift right here. Leave your final mark on this timeline. Step into your absolute power today and embrace the extraordinary wealth meant for you.